Hey, collective, how are you? Hope you guys are doing really well this evening. Happy Sunday, guys. All right, let's see what Spirit has for y'all. I had a really peaceful meditation. So I feel like we hopefully are bringing in a lot of good energy tonight. We shall see. I don't know why I wanted to say, what if all the battles were just to realign you? But in a much faster way than it would have happened before, right? Because you had no choice but to really start looking at things and dealing with things. I don't know who that's to, but I need to say that. We had the village. Okay. What else? The medallion. Look at this. All right, Spirit, one more, please. For the collective. I feel like I'm talking so low. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was in a very peaceful meditation, so. Okay. I definitely have a story already formulating here. It's interesting because you have the village, the medallion, and the seed. This is a heavy change period. I'm looking at the spread itself, and just with the archetypes that are coming out, shows me that someone is in a very strong period of not only evaluation but change. And when I look, I'll start with the village. The village is usually home. It's usually where we feel most familiar, even most comfortable at. Okay, so sometimes it's home, which can be our family. It can be our work. It could be our belief systems, anything like that. And this card can definitely be twofold. This could, because you see the mountain in the back, right? You can also talk about obstacles. The thing is, it feels that way, but it's almost like there's a dual nature to it. Is this bringing you the comfort that you need, or are you needing to release some of this so that you can move towards something else? It's kind of like when you grow up maybe a certain way, or if you've been around the same kind of people for a while and you're just kind of outgrowing that, but you kind of need to get out of the village, right? Away from the people, away from the concepts, to really explore more in terms of maybe who you are, where you need to go, where you need to be. Which is interesting because the card of medallions is all about things that we accumulate around us. So someone may really be evaluating not only the family, the concepts, but also material things that they brought around us, because our world is so fixated, right, on what we have and how we present to the world in that way, unfortunately. Okay, and if you look around you, even now, if you just look around your home or where you're currently at, you'll see little things that we're constantly buying. Some maybe you feel like you need, some you absolutely don't need. Some is because Temu won't stop, sending you emails like me. But you may be kind of going through this evaluation phase in terms of what you do and don't need, what can stay and what can actually go. These things, do they really add value to your life, or are you trying to fill a void with this? There may be some cleansing out, some cleaning of space that definitely needs to happen in order for you to move forward in a sense. And the seed is very much a masculine energy. That is within us all. Okay, the seed knows that there's so much promise and so much opportunity. It's a very active base card. Okay, so I feel like these things need to happen so someone could spring into action. It's someone who knows that there's something else that awaits. Is it within the village that you're currently in, or do you need to actually branch away? This is part of the evaluation phase. Is something stifling you? I feel like yes. Okay, so for somebody, definitely yes. I feel like someone could be on hold. Okay, why am I saying that? Okay, someone could feel maybe like they're on hold for some reason. I feel like I'm in I don't know if I feel indebted to someone or like I've gotten myself kind of stuck or trapped in a situation. So maybe this has something to do with financial, or maybe someone is helping out a family or something along those lines, because we did have the village first. This is interesting because this is taking me into a mindset feeling a bit stuck, which is, again, I'm going to go back to the village. This is why you guys should be, or why this evaluation phase is actually coming up, because there is a need to either shift perspectives or maybe to altogether change an atmosphere so that some new creation can come into being, and perhaps that creation is within. Okay, but it could also very well be without. Okay, this is just pure potential right here in the seed. The seed knows where they plant, something's going to grow there. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple more. Wow, the sustainer. Get one more. The destroyer. Okay. So whoever this is for, if you are not looking to move, you may be getting some help. Or if you're not looking to change some way, maybe it's a way of thinking or something that is happening in your life, I think you're going to get some help here. Okay. And it's not going to be, I feel like somebody kind of has this attitude with the sustainer. And the sustainer, I love the sustainer, first of all, because if you look at just even the basis of archetypes, you have, of course, you have the creator, then you have the sustainer, and then, of course, you have the destroyer, right? All aspects of what we need here to develop, okay? And so it basically plays a role in every life cycle, okay? So as energy kind of flows from one to the next, we have the creation, okay, through the creator. We have the sustainer that is kind of in the middle. The sustainer is the one that kind of takes care of all the details, if you will, every day, but it's like a non-ending cycle. Okay, like paying bills, or you know what I'm saying, things like that. Sustainer also understands that one thing does lead to another. So it's like this has to be done. This is an important part of the process. Okay, so that we actually get to some kind of fulfillment here, or we can get to the end here with the destroyer. Unfortunately, a lot of times, and what I'm getting here is someone is hanging on to too much, maybe too much that has been created here, but maybe not. I feel it. Let me see if I can put this in layman's terms here. If I go into a relationship or into a job, into a career that is no longer working, and I feel my soul really calling out for me to change something, to do something to different, different, to really grow and kind of evolve in a sense with something else. And by the way, when you get those strong pulls, it's usually because it's part of your purpose in some way. Okay, so do listen to those, ask questions to your guides and angels if you need to God. You'll be led. But that's kind of what this is showing me right here. I think you've been sustaining something. I think you've just considered it part of your process, part of your journey, something that you have to do at this time. But the thing is, some of you have been filling a void here. And perhaps that's been with material things. Perhaps it's been, yeah, I feel like it has. It could also be, medallions could also be about memories, holding on to things, right? Um, so just be very conscientious, I think, and cautious about that, because you're being beckoned to have a new start here. And with the destroyer here, it's not always a very comforting ending, okay? The destroyer oftentimes, well, it's like Pluto energy. The transformation is going to happen, okay? And sometimes in something like this, especially in this, it can be quite destructive because you're not looking at who else, okay, might be involved in getting hurt or anything like that, because you didn't make a decision or because you chose to kind of stay in something or in a superficial mindset, lifestyle, whatever this is up here. And I'm more focused on how something has become superficial or how we're depriving ourselves and our soul of something here because we've gotten too attached to maybe what the world wants and to maybe putting layers around us of things that we're collecting or and I have nice cars, I have this, I have beautiful clothes, there's nothing wrong with that, by the way, but I'm just saying we're putting too much emphasis on that and we're taking away from self. And perhaps that is what was required by the village. Perhaps these are people around you that are not ready to see you change, that would not support some kind of change or something within you, because perhaps maybe whatever you do to sustain others, okay, would actually compromise you. Change it may actually compromise them or compromise their world, okay, in their view in some way. Something is coming. It is coming. Okay. All right. Spirit, give me the energy around the collective, please. Very powerful cards, very clear story thus far. Look at that, the sun. All right. Angel of balance. I think you're being prepared here. Financial constraints. Man holding a heart. I see rest and rejuvenation here as well. Some of you may already be doing that, or maybe this is a time where you need to be doing that. I could be speaking to a person that has been sustaining for so long. It's something that you're doing. I said trapped before. I'm not sure why that came out, so just take it if it resonates. I feel like this could be more of a mental, psychological type thing, but I do think that it is based on some kind of circumstance that could be in someone's life here. I see financial constraints here, and I'm wondering if this is coming up because of the medallion card here. Someone overspending, someone working so hard to really kind of keep up with the Joneses and to keep up some kind of appearances in their life, although this is not what they want, it's not what they love. It's not their passion, is what I feel. This is someone that is meant to plant a new seed, to take off in a different direction. I feel like I'm dealing with someone who could be quite talented in some way, but they're not. I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. It's interesting because this could be a person who has a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, even, on the inside is what I'm getting here. A lot of positivity generally. Again, going back to the sustainer, this is just the natural process, right? I have to keep things going. This is kind of my role, right? And recognizing, which I get this part actually, and the sustainer's mentality is, one thing leads to another. Okay, yeah, but it's all important, right? You have to have a beginning, a middle, right, and the ending. So it's kind of playing a role here, but almost to the detriment here, I feel like, of the sustainer. Could you leave the village and do better? Could you leave some kind of mindset or friend unit or something and do better? Are they keeping you stuck in some way that is not beneficial to you? There's an angel of balance here that's trying to get someone into a state of balance so that they can actually, so that they can actually hear, is what I heard, hear clearly. Maybe this is someone so consumed in their world here that they're not hearing the guidance clearly or understanding the guidance clearly. Maybe there's some confusion about what to do too. Because although someone may know that they need to make some changes, again, this could feel comfortable. This is what I know. What is this saying? The devil that you know, right? Devil that you know is better than the devil that you don't know. Some people don't want to move out in that direction and into a new direction because they're like, yeah, but I know, this is what I know. This is my comfort zone. I think Spirit is saying, okay, well, you're going to be in a rude awakening in some way, okay, with the destroyer here, because the destroyer doesn't have time to really think about the casualties in a sense, all right? The destroyer is there to do a job. It's there to well, to destroy, to transform, right? A situation. And the thing about it is, looking at the energy that is generating around you, I feel like it could be taking you to a positive space. I don't know if this is someone here that is in love. This could be you. You know, this could be what it's telling me. You could have been holding a heart here for someone here that you've been deeply connected to, that you really loved in some way. You know, just sustaining, unwilling to let something go, although that you know that it's outserved its purpose here. You could also have someone here. Let me clarify that, because actually I don't know. Let's keep going. We're going to come back to the man holding the heart for sure. Maybe this man is holding your heart. Look at that. Home again. You can't make it up. So home is definitely the village. Okay. Home is definitely, you know, where the heart is, I'll say. Okay. Home is where we are most comfortable at. Home has a lot to do with something that's happening here. Why do I feel like I feel restricted? Am I trying to stay close to family, or am I just staying close to just what I know? It says pay attention to the signs. It's so interesting because the angel of balance said they needed to get you to a space where you could hear them. And I even paused on that because I was like, I don't know why I'm hearing that. This is an angel of balance, but am I dealing with a clairaudient? Maybe. But they want you to pay attention to the signs. I feel like you're being led. Somebody here is being led down a different path, shown a different way. Look at this. It could be a path of healing. I mean, this could be a time for someone to really heal. This could also be a healer. Look at their hands. Those are healing hands. You see the light in the middle, right? Yeah, those are definitely healing hands that someone has there. So I could be talking to a healer. Maybe this is a healer that doesn't even know that they're a healer now. Maybe they're doing their own healing and beginning to figure some of these things out on their own. This is not forever. Did I not start this reading by saying something about the battles were to get you realigned? Maybe someone has gone home because they've been involved with a lot of battles. Maybe they have felt like they needed to go back to something to even recalibrate. Looking at this from a positive level, right? Just to kind of recalibrate. But I feel like I'm dealing with someone who might be sleeping on their talent, sleeping on their gifts in some way. And the thing is, I think you're foregoing this, whatever this is, for something that you know, something that you feel comfortable with. It may very well be something, though, that's not bringing you the promise that you need with financial constraints, or maybe you deal with it because you're afraid that a change would bring you financial constraints. You got to listen to the signs here, okay? I know that the more that you heal, okay, the more that you heal, I feel like the clearer that you will become. You do have an angel around you, so don't be afraid to ask that angel for help, for assistance, for clarity, and have faith. All right? Keep the faith. And I think faith is needed because I was strongly feeling someone feeling confined here. Someone feeling like, okay, this is where I'm at. I feel like I'm going to burst, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You know, with the village, especially if this is family, there may be some sense of allegiance. I definitely understand that. I almost feel like you may be needed somewhere else, though, so that you can, whatever this is, I feel like it is supporting some kind of purpose that you have. All right, let's get some tarot and see what's going on for the collective spirit. Yeah, there's definitely a need. Healing from heartache. Wow, look at this. Things are okay. Things need action. That's what I feel. I have the Fool card here. I have the Eight of Wands here as well. I I absolutely know that whoever I'm dealing with here has some kind of specific thing that they are supposed to be doing, some kind of talent, some new, some, I don't know if it's, I say new because I don't feel like you have explored this. Even if you have rubbed elbows with it before, even if you have it in your psyche, you could feel this push towards it, but I don't feel like you've done it, like you've taken that step to do it. And I think it may have a lot to do with some kind of healing here. Okay, I see someone here that is coming out of a state of feeling brokenhearted. Okay, I see someone here maybe has spent a lot of time over here in healing. Okay, trying to get the answers. Maybe even this could be somebody who does Reiki or some kind of energy healing as well, because those healing hands are very significant to me. This could be a person that could even feel displaced at the time here. Okay. And the Four of Wands actually in reverse. So it could be somebody who is without a home, maybe staying in another home here. It could be someone who lost their home, or perhaps just feels, like we said before, like they're with someone else or dependent on someone else in some way here. And it could be someone who they've been in a relationship with. Perhaps they're still together, perhaps, but things aren't going well. Okay, maybe things went south in this relationship. This is a person that feels like they need to make some kind of choice, or like they have made a choice. All right, they just, it's all about coming off that branch, right? It's all about making that move. Because I think once somebody does that, it looks to me like things are going to happen very fast. I don't know if this is you or someone who you're dealing with. You'll have to let me know, because whoever this is, I feel like this is someone who has spent a lot of time healing their heart, trying to heal their wounds, trying to heal maybe even, past stuff. This could go all the way back to childhood. Maybe this is somebody who has went home or to be around the people that really understand them. To do that, safety is what I'm hearing, because it made them feel safe while they've been going through these transitions. But now they're at a point in their life where they feel like, okay, how do I make this happen though? I can see a little bit clearer now, but how do I make this happen? And they are ready to make it happen, because we see the seed, right? We see the seed. All right, that is a card of action. You have two cards here of action. And you may very well have someone that could be watching this kind of take place with you as well. Maybe trying to see what you're going to do next. This is pointing right towards your action, trying to see what kind of action you're going to take, what you're going to do. I feel like somebody's looking in on you in some way too. I don't know if that's through... Okay. Don't let this freak you out. I feel like this may supersede social media. So this could be someone that lives around you maybe, or someone who, maybe it's someone at work, something like that. I feel like you got someone watching you pretty closely, or trying to look in on you. You might be off to a new start. I feel that. I feel there's some kind of big change that is happening, and it may very well be because you're gaining this new perspective. You're figuring out what is real and what's not, okay? Especially with the medallion energy, you're figuring out that the superficiality, that's going to go away. That's not real, okay? And maybe you're already experiencing this destroyer energy. You'll know it if you are, okay? Just tearing down anything, the concepts, maybe even taking a home, to be honest with you. Taking your worldly possessions so that you can get it together. And I'm sorry to say it that way, but sometimes it is just that way. You're living, this is falsehood. What if all the battles put upon you was simply to realign you? That's what I said coming into the reading. So you came in with a purpose, and somewhere along the lines, perhaps somebody here got sidetracked and they were focusing on the wrong things. That's life anyway, right? But as I always say, our soul is always calling us back. Always, always. And so you still feel it. You still know something else is happening. You've been growing through these other experiences, right? You've been doing healing because that's what it takes to. These experiences serve to show us, right, what is going on within us, what needs to heal, right? You've been doing that, and now you're starting to see clearer. I would say expect change because I definitely feel like it's coming, and it may very well come out of nowhere. Mother of Swords in reverse. Wow. The Magician. I have Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. Daughter of Wands upright. Opposition. So you're going to be met with opposition. Okay, and maybe that's also been why I need to sustain, right? I'm just going to sustain because it's easier. It's just easier. But when there's a bigger plan for you, a bigger purpose for you, okay, it's inevitable that things will get taken away. That's the way spirit works anyway, right? Because even if we're going through the motions, we're constantly sending out those we're just always sending out the information to the universe, right? They can hear us. They understand these, the vibration, everything that we're putting out there, the energy. We're saying, I need help, or what do I do next? Or, I don't feel comfortable. That's always emitting from us, right? And so it's going to happen. I feel like I feel like this is coming. Honestly, some of you may already be in this, is what I'm feeling here. You have people around you that you need to get rid of, okay? With the village energy, you have a Mother of Swords here in reverse. So I have someone who's not in your corner anyway. This is someone that could very well degrade you, talk down to you, try to keep you at a level that's below them, is what I just got. Wow. Okay, so this person doesn't even feel like you're on level playing ground, or at least, okay, that's the way they treat you, because they don't want you to know who you really are. Okay, they don't want you to know what you're about, and that you can restart at any time, and that you're extraordinarily talented, is what I feel here. This person is highly deceptive with you. All right, Seven of Swords energy, highly deceitful. They think that they're smarter than you, Fox energy, okay? And they may be using that. We have a lot of swords here, I noticed. So they may be using their intellect in some way, or their words, to try and, I feel like it's trying to throw you off in some way. Okay, even to tear you down is what I'm getting. This is someone who I feel you can't go any further with. Daughter of Pentacles here in the reverse. That is my Knight. Knights are slow as hell anyway, okay? I feel like this is someone who is just going to continue to hold you back. They don't want to see you move forward. I don't know if this is someone who is in your family or a friend, or I guess it could also be some kind of relationship that you're in. But this person is highly, highly deceptive. They don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you go out on your own, unfortunately. You have angelic help here. And you are going to be going in a different direction, at least leaving this energy behind in some way. Somebody is trying to hold up your progress, I feel like, in doing so. But they're not going to be successful. I feel like you're in a very empowered energy, or you're coming into a very empowered energy here with this Magician card. So you're really manifesting, making things happen. You're in action mode, remember? Very fast moving parts here. Planting seeds, knowing that they will come to fruition, right? Daughter of Wands energy shows me a Knight of Wands, okay? So that's a fearless Knight, okay? Moving forward, spontaneity there. passion for what you're doing. I'm also noticing, I just noticed it's all the branches here. First of all, that's a snake, okay? Around the wand energy there. But look at all the flowers too that is growing off of that. You know that there's growth ahead of you. You know that. You know that leaving this behind or leaving this person behind or whatever you're doing is going to bring some kind of beautiful growth into your life. Planting the seeds, right? I love seeing this card in reverse. I feel like you are very, it's funny because I'm seeing all the swords energy here, and I actually like this one from the rest. You have the Three of Swords, the Mother of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Swords upright. I don't like any of those, but you have the Five of Swords, but it's actually in reverse. It shows me that you're going forward with a calmer mind. You're not letting someone see or get you, I feel like, to an upset or an aggravated space. They can't get to you the way that they used to. I think you've made up your mind. That's why. You know what you need to do. All right, Spirit, what else? For the collective, please. There you go. Ace of Pentacles. Give me chills. High Priestess. Death. Okay. Let's clarify, please, the 10. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. I think you're going to be presented with an opportunity, and I think you need to watch it. And I'm going to tell you that because it may even be from this person here, this Mother of Swords here, someone trying to get you to stay in a situation, maybe trying to make it worth your while. Remember, we've already had an issue here with our medallions in the past, right? All right. And also with the village, yeah, but this is where I'm from. This is what I'm used to. That, okay, someone's maybe trying to offer you something that seems very appealing to you, okay? But what it's really going to do is keep you in a very bad situation. This is keeping you in murky waters. This is keeping you in the storm, okay? This is returning to bad habits. They may be making promises to you, but there's something about money around it. So I feel like it's very enticing here. Spirit is imploring you to listen to your intuition before you walk back into a situation like that, okay? Or before you stay in a situation like that. I could very well be dealing with someone here who's been through some kind of, I did see the Four of Wands in reverse. Maybe they've been through some kind of divorce. So you could have been through some kind of divorce here. And maybe you're thinking about, wow, I'm missing all this. I told you, some of you I felt like was in the throes of this destroyer. So if you're feeling that, maybe you're not seeing the seed yet. Maybe you're not seeing what the possibilities are yet. And so you could be easily pulled back into that because your life is not what it used to be, right? But honestly, Spirit is imploring you to listen, listen. That's why they said that. Oh my God. That's why they said that earlier. The angel of balance, getting you to listen, to look for the signs or to pay attention to the signs here. Same person, same situation. Okay, you need to be on your game when it comes to this, especially if you're looking at reopening a situation that was otherwise dead, something that you had put in the past, because it's going to bring you so many burdens here, so many burdens, and it's not going to work. Three of Coins in reverse, it's not going to work. You're not going to have the teamwork that maybe is being promised, okay? You're not going to have the contract maybe that is being promised, whatever the situation is, okay? This is in reverse. This is a lack of collaboration, people not working together. It's not going to work. Didn't we have something the other day about about not listening to something? What was it? There was like a warning in your reading the other day. This is very different. I feel the energy is different, but maybe not so different. Maybe we're just getting more information on that. I definitely feel like this is much more detailed today. You got to watch whoever this person is, because I feel like there's a very evil kind of tint to them for some reason. I say evil, you know, like they don't care who they hurt with the words, with the things they do. Very sharp. They're sharp-witted, probably quite perceptive, but they don't care who they cut. That's what I feel. They don't care who they cut. Let me get some of these actually. Spirit, what else for the collective, please? Look at that. Spiritual cleansing. All right. Make sure that you're clearing your energy, and make sure that you're keeping your head clear, okay, your space clear, taking care of your spiritual hygiene as always. That card has an evil eye on it. So this Mother of Swords in reverse definitely represents something like that. Okay, this is safe travel. All right. Again, going out, planting these seeds at time to really leave the village. You may have already left the village, and maybe you're thinking about going back to the village, going back to home in some way, because maybe you're having a difficult time. We did see financial constraints. So think about it, because somebody could be making that very alluring to you, but you already see what the outcome is going to be. Come back. We can work this out. You're part of the family, or, you know, you're part of my life, whatever. You're going right back into the same hellish storm that you walked out of, okay? Please listen to your higher guidance here. And trust the divine. Even though you can't see everything that lies in front of you, okay, you have to trust that the divine has got your back in this situation. You have to trust that the divine destroyed this situation for a reason, okay? It's so that you could plant new seeds, so that you could get on purpose, so that you could move ahead in your life with, I don't know, with happiness, because I was about to say there's so much illusion in this other situation. There's so much darkness here. And honestly, I feel like it may have kept you a bit enshrined in this as well. Confusion, darkness, shadow in some way. Look at that. We have death here. Okay. So this has to end. Okay, that's what I feel. I feel like this has to end. All right. This right here tells me death in reverse, of course, tells me that you've had some kind of rebirth in a sense, okay? Actually, let me get one more, because I feel like the spiritual, I just noticed that I put that on spiritual cleansing. Wow, look at this. Magic. Okay. That death card in reverse in the spiritual cleansing is because somebody could be using other ways to bring you back to them, to get you to stay again in this situation. Everything, they're pulling out everything, okay? This is the same person that could have left you in this heartbreak, all this heartbreak that you were healing from. It's that same person that's trying to use this Ace of Pentacles, some kind of offer that you can't refuse, to get you to kind of walk back into. But you, I mean, surely this is the same person. This is the way it's coming out in the cards. If they were nasty to you before, they hurt you before, if they belittled you before, they talked shit about you before, if they took you to court before, you know what I'm saying, use their legal knowledge, whatever, to tear you down, to take you out in some way, or try to. Same person. Same person. Okay. Now they're just a person on a mission, because they need to get you back in their life in some way. Yeah, and I think they're willing to do whatever needs to happen here to make sure that you don't get too far away, that this is not really over. Okay, so make sure that you are cleansing. Cleansing. Don't focus on what you don't have. Don't focus on financial constraints. You need to trust the process. It says safe travel. Get the fuck away from this person. All right, whoever this is. If it's a whole village, if it's one person, two people here, whoever this is, you got to get your energy away from them. And I'm not talking about just physically. That's a good start. But mentally, emotionally, and protect your mindset, because I feel like it could be more mental energy that could be trying to come towards you. Okay, so I remember specifically doing a reading a couple of days ago on Friday night, and there was a part in that reading about paying attention to your energy and making sure the energy, the thoughts, all of that are your own. This is, I feel like this is being highlighted. And then look at all the cards, they're all different. Okay. So maybe these aren't, but all the rest of them are. So my point is, you've done what you needed to do. Okay. This village that you've been a part of, it may have outserved its purpose. Okay. Maybe it was fun for a while. Maybe you had nice things. Maybe you cherish those things. I would also say with medallions, watch the things that you have around you, because a lot of things are imbued with energy, right? All things, actually. And it may not be the best energy. So don't hold on to that. You could be bringing that back into your life again. Spirit is, this has been, you sustained long enough. Okay. But you have new seeds to be planting now, and that's what you're going to do. That's what I feel. Okay, so you got to just let this go. Don't be taken backwards by this person and their antics. Okay, you got to trust spirit, even though you can't see what is coming for you. You have to trust it. You have to trust it. All right, so let me see. I don't even know. I almost feel like I shouldn't see what's coming up, because who watches my readings? I don't want to give you away. Spirit, what is coming up for the collective, please? What are these seeds? Okay. Hangman, okay. What are these seeds, Spirit? High Priestess again. You have the High Priestess twice. I could be dealing with an intuitive. I could be dealing with someone who has a lot of spiritual knowledge, has direct connect. Look at that. Has direct connect here to spirit. But look at this. We have the devil, and look, it's in reverse. This is somebody who is getting away from something dark. This is somebody who is breaking free from a very dark person or situation that they've been a part of, that they've been involved with. Look at that Two of Wands. They made a decision, 1 foot out the door, already sneaking away, literally. Maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you feel like you have to sneak away from this situation because you've gained some kind of perspective here. Yeah, this could have been a marriage or a commitment, actually. Hierophant here in reverse. It could have also been a way of life. It could have been an institution that you're getting away from. Okay, it could have been the government. It could be religion. Okay, maybe your whole family is religious or believe a certain way. You're clearly highly intuitive, as I see over here. You're getting away from that. All right, it's going to make you feel like you're out here on your own. It may be a totally different dynamic. Maybe you've never been away from the village. Maybe that's all that you've known here. Okay, maybe you also know that it's leaving you without the money that you desire. But this could be more spiritual or emotional as well. Okay, feeling left out in some way, deprived, but it could also be financially as well. Yeah. Look at this. You know that there are hostilities coming towards you. That's what I feel like. I think you know, and you could be quite shocked about this too. I already saw you healing from a broken heart, but it may also break your heart to know that other people are behaving this way, especially if it's people that you've known, people that you've cared for, people that you love, people that you spent all this time sustaining for. But what you don't see coming is the Nine of Pentacles. You're going to land on your feet. Okay, you're going to do well. You're going to have everything that you need. Pre-Empress energy. Okay, you're creating a life that is beautiful, that is divine. Okay, a life that you love, a life that is of your own creation. That means you think the way you want, you create in the way that you want. Okay, you can practice the religion that you want if you so choose. Okay, you can have your own thoughts without other people trying to dominate them. And this is a very dominant energy, I feel here. Okay, or putting you down for them. You're going out in a journey that is aside, I feel like, from the others that have been in your village. All right, and you're going to do quite well as a result of it because you are trusting. All right, so hit the road, Jack. All right, and don't look back at these people, and don't get caught up in their bullshit. Okay, their magical bullshit. Suss it out. Pay attention to your energy. Ask for guidance. Clear it. Okay, and keep moving. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Have a good one.